60-hour weeks. We're talking a business with really, really high expenses, 60%, 70% expenses, 20, 30% profitability, sometimes even less. We're talking businesses that are hiding their wealth, not from the tax man, from themselves. One of my favorite clients, right? We were deep in a coaching situation, and she was telling me all about how her business was, nearly hitting 6 figures. It was really confusing to me why she was only taking home just over 1,000. It didn't feel good to her to take home a salary bigger than just over 1,000. Then we pulled the figures apart a little bit more. There was an awful lot of wastage in this business. Expenses that weren't earning their keep. They were making her poorer. They were money leaks. So this is why, the advice of just raise your prices can be absolutely the worst advice, because let's look at all the other ways that you're leaking money. You're saying that you're giving a 50-minute session, but you're actually delivering a 90-minute session. You are opening up the days of the week that you said you didn't work. I've got people that left corporate because they didn't want to work 5-day weeks. They wanted to work 3 or 4-day weeks. And then they come to me and they say, I'm working Friday and Saturday. I didn't want to do this. I left this job because I didn't want to work weekends anymore, and I'm working weekends. Yeah, they're recreating that because they need to justify what they're charging their clients. It's understandable. It happens to everyone, and you can change it. I've got a client who, again, my clients are heart-centered people. They want to do good in the world. They realized that they were losing nearly $40,000 a year because they were spending too much time supervising other therapists and not using that time for their own clients, because they wanted to support people. At the end of the day, they were the ones burning out and exhausted. This is the real money work, yeah? Conscious decisions. Where's the energy going? Where's the money going? How are the archetypes overworking? We have got alchemists. They like to over-deliver to prove their worth. We've got rulers. More money in their mind equals more control. It doesn't. Accumulators. Extra hours for 4 price raises. Celebrity. Oh my gosh. Celebrities will go into debt with a client to deliver something that is superb. Nurturers who would go into debt themselves in a service that no longer is profitable because there's one client still on that service. Mavericks. Mavericks will get one single complaint and they will just burn the entire business down. Believe me, I have done all of the things. Yeah. So let's just say that I'm speaking from my own experience for all this stuff. What I want you to think about is all this money leaking is energy leaking. So as our darling, Taylor Allison Swift said, energy is a luxury item, and money leaks start as energy leaks. Yeah, I want you to think about that. What expenses have you got that are not making you money? What expenses have you got are energy leaks, power leaks from someone who you used to be or someone who you want to be, but they're not actually serving who you are and where you need to go now. Or maybe they're just solving the wrong problem. That happens a lot with mavericks, rulers, and accumulators. They like to solve the wrong problem. One of my clients, phenomenal. All my clients are phenomenal, heart-centered, caring deeply about their community, about their clients. Incredibly talented, yet leaking to the tune of 40k a year. Why were they leaking money to the tune of 40k a year? Because they were continuing to provide a service that was costing them money, costing them hours. So when they were looking at, there's no way in hell do they have time, space, capacity to take on more clients. Well, yeah, because significant amount of their time was spent leaking onto something that was no longer not profitable and costing them money. Money leaks are an energy leak, are a power leak. Yeah, a power leak is an energy leak, is a money leak. A lot of my clients are concerned about equitable pricing, and I feel that deeply too. There's so many different ways that you can create equitable pricing in your business. For my clients and for you, it doesn't need to be a money leak. It doesn't need to be a power drain, an energy drain. It's okay for you to just charge full rates. It's safe for you to charge full rates. It's safe for you to do a percentage at reduced rate. What I want you to do is to look at it as a business model, not a personal salary sacrifice, because you can't serve from instability. You deserve to be stable. I want you to work a little bit smarter. I want you to think about automating a payment system for your clients instead of handcrafting each invoice lovingly. It doesn't mean you're any less caring for your clients because you've automated the payment. I want you to think about how you can offer a package instead of trading for time. Your expertise deserves to be rewarded, and you don't need to continue justifying what you charge per hour. I want you to think about wait lists for low cost slots. So if you are someone who is deeply committed to equitable pricing, then it's okay for you to ask your audience to join a waitlist for that equitable pricing. It's safe for you to manage your energy carefully. If you enjoyed that and that resonated, I want you to go and watch my next video, how to ask for and hold more money in a way that feels really safe, because your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a saber-toothed tiger and stating your prices.